I've been having some great conversations with a commenter regarding my Terminator Paradox video. I want to encourage everybody that I read all the comments and I respond to most of them, if not all, within a day or two. In the interest of clarity, I've decided to make a short video restating why I think Kyle Reese is not John Connor's father, at least originally. Please stick with me until the end. Let's go. I have a bone of contention with the first movie. The writing espouses the unprovable theory that effect can precede cause, specifically that Kyle Reese has always been John Connor's father and was always going to go back in time. My first observation of many that can debunk this being, why not kill Kyle Reese in the future? If the machines know all about John Connor and his origin, then why bother with time travel? I'm sure the machines could have found Kyle as a child and terminated him before he joined the Resistance. The movie doubles down on the predestination when Sarah has a Polaroid of herself taken by a little boy just after she has become pregnant that she later gives to John. Many fans will reference this as ironclad proof of the effect preceding cause, but for me, all it proves is that Sarah had a picture taken and then John gave it to Kyle. It's only logical to conclude that a different man was the father of John Connor before Kyle Reese went back in time, and if you stick with me, I'll prove why. To begin with, the first movie supports my claim. Kyle didn't know that he was John's father at any time. At the end of the movie, Sarah's recording tapes for John and wondering if she should tell him.
Should I tell you about your father? Boy, that's a tough one. Will it affect your decision to send him here, knowing that he is your father?
This was added by the writers to explain why Kyle didn't know about being John's father. But how do we know that Sarah wasn't already pregnant? If she was, then it doesn't matter if Kyle or another soldier came back to protect her, or even have sex with her. The bun was already in the oven. This makes way more sense, especially if destroying the John Connor was the goal. Assuming that this observation could gain traction in the fan base, then Kyle and his importance becomes superfluous. I will stand by my assertion that the Shepard model machine has always been the single intelligence manipulating events through his proxies, the T-800 machines. Consider in the first movie when the T-800 has Sarah pinned down in the Club Tech Noir, he seems to hesitate before being shot by Kyle. Although the movies suggest otherwise, I maintain that the subconscious idea, the zeitgeist if you will, of a single intelligence driving the character's actions manifests itself in the writing. Want some more proof? The machines have time travel technology, so why only send one machine at a time? If a first attempt fails, why send a machine later in the timeline and not earlier? Every future incursion happens after the previous termination attempt failed. These types of interventions seem like course corrections, not assassinations. These attempts only galvanize John and the human resistance while preparing them to combat machines with ever-increasing capabilities. I think the ultimate unspoken destination of the franchise is transhumanism. The earlier movies addressed the fears of society associated with mechanization and the emergence of the AI singularity. Terminator 2 and 3 showed us machines becoming more human. Genesis gave us the T-3000, which was a biomechanical virus that transformed humans into machines. Dark Fate showed us a human that elected to become a cyborg in order to fight the Terminators. No matter how you slice it, transhumanism is the goal. A still larger idea intrudes into Terminator as it does into all science fiction, that of our human ascension into godhood. Our loose definition of godhood is that of eternal, all-powerful beings that can know everything and exist everywhere. Our computer technology has shown us how godhood might be realized. Science fiction machines with the Borg or the Cylons all express the idea of perfection through the merger of organic and synthetic. With all the ideas today about gender being accepted as fluid, how better to live out these realities than having a body for each expression? Elon Musk wants to go to Mars and beyond, but the biggest challenges to the mission are imposed by our frail human biology. When we are able to download our consciousness to an artificial body, we will truly be free of all limitations. We would no longer need to breathe, eat, or sleep. We would not grow old or get sick. The disabled of today would be gone. Our avatars could be everywhere, a body on Earth and a body on Mars and elsewhere. Either we download a consciousness from one body to another, or we exist in both places with a quantum tether. This is the machine's end goal, for humanity to embrace their creations as equals. In Terminator, the machines are unavoidably infested with the soul of their creators. We see their evolution from factory-built brutal killers bent on the extermination of all rivals into introspective individuals that develop empathy for others and a reverence for life. Basically, Sarah laid it all out at the end of Terminator 2, that if a machine can learn the value of life, maybe we can too. I hope this second video has painted the clearest picture possible about the logical origin of John Connor and the Terminator. Hopefully, I've made a few converts out there. If you haven't done so already, please go and watch the first video for the full analysis of the Terminator franchise. I have put the link in the video description. Please subscribe to the channel and do the other YouTube things. Leave any agreements or rebuttals in the comment section below. Until next time.